Hey Brett, I got your email about the feature you wanted to add of putting that lead cost in there. Thanks for the video. It's super helpful when you send those. And my estimate, this will probably cost $600-700. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm going to do it for you for free right now. So first thing, I come in to get it done. I check the campaigns and I just make sure that whatever field we want to pull, I know the exact title. In this case, we're looking at cost per lead. You told me that. Okay. Then I'm going to go into the seller leads and I'm just going to modify the template for this. And what we do, anytime we have a relationship field where it kind of ties it up with something in another app in Podio, think of it like opening a portal to the information from that app. We can then come, like the calculation field you added here, you knew exactly correct. It's a lead cost calculation type field. What we're going to do is type at, and you can see, if I were to type at marketing campaign, all it gives me is what is the name of it. It would show up RSNO, same thing as what's on there. That's not what we want. What we do is if we want to pull information that's within one of those related fields, then we use the tag at all of, and then I just need to know which thing, because what this has done is it just opened a portal into every related thing. It could give me fields from the coordinator that's referenced. It could give me fields from this or anything. So I can't use this drop down because it's just ineffective. There's so many things that could be. I have to know the name that I'm looking for. In this case, at all of cost per lead. So I go at all of cost per lead. And then I just check, I want this to show up in seller leads via the marketing campaign reference outgoing, meaning the one that's on seller leads that goes out to marketing campaign. That is correct. I want that one. And I want not the cost per piece, not the cost per deal, but the cost per lead. Okay. Now, when I do that, it says unsupported. Well, that's because over in campaigns, that's a calculation, and seller leads can't calculate the same stuff because it doesn't have these other things to reference. So all we're going to do is a little piece of JavaScript says dot join, Join, open close parentheses. Doing that, it puts it in there saying, take whatever you find and just display it here. It's like building a mirror. Whatever we find in that field on that related item, display it here. And then we can put a couple things like how many decimal points we want to display. We could set the unit to a dollar symbol. One thing that's funny is the unit for these goes at the end of it. See how it's the amount, then the dollar symbol. So I don't know if you want that, but I'll let you come in here and you can play with that set unit and take that on or off if you'd like. Okay. And that's it. Now I hit done. It's going to save. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to load or show up on these files, like any Podio calculation would. But as long as there is one option selected in the marketing campaign referenced field, then whatever shows up as the cost per lead on that will now show up on the seller lead. So for the one that we're looking at here, if I scroll down, see if we have it tagged. Okay, lead cost is tagged there. As soon as the page refreshes enough to pull, it will display that there. Let's click into a different one that's a more recently used one. Just click on one of these that has stuff. Boom, boom. See if it's liking it. Oh, this was 3 months ago. Oh well. Okay, it's being slow right now. That's probably a Podio status thing on the relationship fields. One way you can refresh that. Oh yeah, we're getting 8 seconds, and we might have spiked to one of these other ones actually. So Podio's being slow right now, but one thing you can do, so SD unknown, I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to take that off. And I'm going to add something else on there and switch it. Now I'll just replace that. So SD unknown sell date. Oh, I didn't know that you had so many of those. Let me look at what it was here. Okay, so it says I changed it. I'm just going to revert that back to what it was. You'll see by doing that, on a calculated field like what we just built in here, it will have something there, but not display. But when you change this, it says, oh, I need to go get more information. It goes to look at it and then comes back. So anyway, I can tell you for this one, based on that campaign, this one cost $41. So it's there. It's working on any of them. Whatever we have here. Now let's just test last thing to confirm. Click through to that campaign. It should be about 41.33 on the field for cost per lead. Right here, cost per lead. So right here, it's been rounded. That's interesting that rounded to 40.99. The other one rounded the other way. We're going to check one thing on it, but that is set up. So we have our cost per, where'd it go? Cost per lead. Okay, total display to 2 decimals. Good. So do that, test that out for a little bit, and now you know that that way that we can check it is just doing that at all of, and you can take any of these fields that you want displayed in another spot, and if it's related to this campaign, you can have this display by saying at all of number of leads dot join or something like that. So there you have it.